Hello students, now we are go to the next chapter number 2, physical quantities and measurement. First, what is physical quantity? Physical quantity is a property of a material that can be quantified, and it can be expressed as a combination of magnitude and unit. For example, if you are buying 10 kg of rice, so how it is expressed? 10 kg. 10 is the magnitude and kg is the unit of mass. Next, measurement. Nowadays, measurement is important in our life. For example, if you go for a shopping and we want a 3 meter cloth, how the shopkeeper is measuring? They have one standard meter rod. That is 1 meter rod is there. With the help of this 1 meter rod, they are comparing 2 meter, 3 meter like that. Isn't it? Then only they are able to measure. So what is measurement? Measurement is the act of comparing a physical quantity with its unit. Is a measurement. Okay. So now we go with physical quantity. Physical quantity have two types. One is called fundamental physical quantity. Other one is called derived physical quantity. What is fundamental physical quantity? This is the physical quantity and which cannot be expressed in other terms of quantity. For example, length, mass, time. These are called fundamental physical quantity. Next one is derived physical quantity. It can be derived from the fundamental physical quantity. For example, area. What is area? Length into length. So it is derived from the fundamental. What is volume? Length into length into length. That is also derived from the length, isn't it? Like that, density. In this chapter, we are go in detail with this density. First, go with density. Before this density, for example, you are taking a two material. As you know that all the substance have a finite mass and finite volume. Okay, if you are taking equal mass of any two substance, so here I go and choose with cotton and iron. Okay, so equal mass. So imagine 2 kg of cotton and 2 kg of iron. So we are taking a different substance with equal mass. Now the question is, are both having a equal volume? No. Cotton occupy more space as compared with the iron. Because iron, the particles are very close to each other. So in this concept, the iron is more density. Isn't it? So second concept, take a equal volume of two different substances, the same cotton and iron. So we are taken two same volume of different substance. Now the question is, are these two having a same equal masses? No. This have a maybe 50 kg and this have maybe a 1 kg. So from this concept, equal masses of two different substances have different volume. From this concept, two equal volume of two different substances have a two different masses. So from this we are explained what is density. Density of a substance is mass per unit volume. So what is the definition of density? The mass of an object contained per unit volume, or otherwise you can express the density of a substance is mass per unit volume is called density. For formula, density is explained with term D and mass M, volume V. These are important things. The density is explain the characteristics of the material, and this density is not depend upon the shape and size. For example, you are taking any iron object, maybe a rod or maybe a plate shape or ball shape, whatever that, they have a equal density. So it did not depend upon shape and size, or otherwise it can be explained that it is independent of dimension, shape and capacity, size. For example, if you are taking a silver, maybe a silver tumbler or silver plate or an anklet or whatever the jewelry, it have a different shape, different size, but the density of silver is same. I hope you understood. Okay, this is the important concept in density. Okay, next we go with what is the unit of density? Unit of density. What is the formula for density? Density is equal to mass upon volume. What is the unit of mass? Kilogram. What is the unit of volume? Meter cube. Okay, L into L, length into length. So meter cube. So kilogram per meter cube is the density of a substance in SI system. Okay, this is the SI unit of density is kilogram per meter cube. Now in CGS unit, what is the SI unit of density? So in CGS unit, mass is gram and volume is in centimeter cube. So gram per centimeter cube is the CGS unit of density. This is important. SI unit of density and CGS unit of density. Now we are going to derive the relation between SI unit and CGS unit. This is also important. What is the relation between SI and CGS unit of density? Okay. Now this is, you know that if you taken 1 kilogram mass with 1 meter cube of volume of a substance. Now express this kilogram in terms of gram and express this meter cube in terms of centimeter cube. What is 1 kilogram in gram? 1 kilogram equal to 1000 gram and 1 meter equal to 100 centimeter, you know that. Okay, so this is 100 centimeter cube. So what is the meaning? 1000 gram per 100 into 100 centimeter cube. This cancel here, 3 zeros are cancelled. So what is remaining? 1 by 1, 2, 3, 1000 gram per centimeter cube. So 1 kilogram per meter cube is equal to 1 by 1000 gram per centimeter cube, or otherwise how you can write? 1 gram per centimeter cube is equal to, if you have brought here 1000, here division, if you have brought it here, it will become multiplication of kilogram per meter cube. This is very much important. Okay, so 1 gram per centimeter cube equal to 1000 kilogram per meter cube. This is very much important. Remember in your mind. Okay, so from this you know that what is the unit of density. In SI unit kilogram per meter cube, in CGS unit gram per centimeter cube, and what is the relation? 1 gram per centimeter cube is equal to 1000 kilogram per meter cube. This is important. Okay, remember this in your mind. Okay, these are some of the substance have the density. This unit in gram per centimeter cube. Gold 19.3, just remember. Silver 10.5, iron 7.8, ice, it is important, 0.92, and water 1. So ice have a less density than water, little bit. Okay, and cork is 0.2. Like that in liquid, mercury 13.6, water 1 gram per centimeter cube, sea water is 1.03 because of the impurities, and kerosene 0.80. In air 1.29 into 10 to the power minus 3 gram per centimeter cube. Steam, water vapor 8 into 10 to the power minus 4 gram per centimeter cube, and carbon dioxide is 1.96 into 10 to the power minus 3 gram per centimeter cube. Okay, now we go with what is the relation with temperature and density. Okay, what is the formula? Mass upon volume. Okay, if we are start increasing the temperature of a substance, as you know that if you increasing the temperature, the mass of the substances remains same. It is not varying with the temperature, isn't it? We know that. So what is varying? If you increasing the temperature, you know that the substance are expanding. If substance are expanding means volume is increasing. So temperature increasing means volume of a substance is increasing. So if volume of the substance increasing, that means density is decreasing. So on heating, the mass of the substance is constant, but the volume is varying, decreasing or increasing. Actually, most of the substance on increasing temperature, the volume of the substance also increasing. If volume increasing, the volume is inversely proportional to density. So if volume increasing means density decreasing, if volume decreasing means density increasing. Okay, so on heating or increasing temperature, increasing the volume, so the density is decreasing. This is common, but some of they have a exception also. So in that, first important is water. So what happen at water? If we start heating the water from 0 degree to 4 degree Celsius, we expecting that water want to be expand in their size, but actually what happened on heating the water substance from 0 degree Celsius to 4 degree Celsius, the volume is decreasing, they are in contract. Okay, actually on heating substance are expanding, on cooling substance are contracting. But in water, we are giving a heat energy or increasing the temperature from 0 degree to 4 degree Celsius. The water particle is not expanding, they are contracting. So what happened? The volume is decreasing. So the volume is decreasing. So at 4 degree Celsius, they have a minimum volume. So at 4 degree Celsius, they have a minimum volume. After 4 degree Celsius, they are start increasing, expanding as a temperature increasing. So after 4 degree Celsius, the volume is increasing. So the volume is minimum at 4 degree Celsius. Imagine if volume is minimum, then the density is maximum. That's why we are mentioned that water have density is 1000 kilogram per meter cube at 4 degree Celsius. It is important. So in CGS unit, 1 gram per centimeter cube at 4 degree Celsius. Why we are mentioning at 4 degree Celsius? Because at 4 degree Celsius, water have a minimum volume. After we are increasing the temperature, then the water substance also start expanding, volume increasing. If volume increasing means temperature density is decreasing. So the water has a maximum density at 4 degree Celsius. I hope you understood this. Okay. So next we go with how we are going to determine the density of different substance, regular substance and irregular substance in next video. Thank you.